In this episode, we're going from roadside trash to restored treasure. Taking a walk is a great way to get some exercise, also to get out of the house. One of my favorite times to take a walk, though, is right before big trash pickup day. It's when everyone puts out their used furniture and other appliances out in the road that they can't fit in a trash can and they just need taken away. And that's the best time for me, because then I can go pick them up, bring them home, and bring them back to their glory. This is one such piece. We found it on the side of the road. It had some water damage on top, and it was pretty dated. But that kind of stuff is easy to fix. It's going to be beautiful once we can get this stain off of it. One of the first things I do is give it a quick assessment. With this, I couldn't see what was going on with the top super well, so I just took a light sandpaper to it just to kind of reveal what was going on underneath, to see if I needed to use any chemical process to revive the wood, such as a stripper or an oxalic acid. What I realized was that all it needed was a little bit of stripper to remove the rest of the finish on it, and it was good to go. Next up, stripper. And not the kind that takes their clothes off, the kind that takes finish off wood. There's a lot of different brands of stripper out there, just like any product. The one that I like to use the most, though, is Citrus Strip. The reason I like this one is that it doesn't have such a harsh chemical smell. Also, it doesn't look as gross as the other stuff. The other kind of looks like snot. This kind of looks like slime from Nickelodeon shows. With this type of stripper, you can use a paintbrush or a foam brush. I've got a paintbrush going for this, so I'm just gonna brush on the citrus strip over the whole table. And then I'm gonna leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes to really let the chemical work on the finish to get rid of it. Now we're back after about 30 minutes. I went and grabbed myself a cup of coffee. I'm gonna take my 5-in-1. I'm just gonna scrape off the top layer of the stripper to start with. And it's gonna take up finish and anything else that was on the wood. Next step is you take a 4/0 piece of steel wool and you douse it with mineral spirits. Then you kind of wipe down the whole surface of the table, or whatever piece of furniture you're using the stripper on. This helps to neutralize the chemical in the stripper, but it also gives it kind of a wet sand to take more of the stuff off of it. So now we're starting with everyone's favorite part. Sanding! No one really loves the sanding. It's the most time-consuming part of the entire project. So you throw some headphones in and you just go. With sanding, it really takes away a lot of the product. But you want to step up, because if you start with a 60 or an 80 and then you start hitting it with the 320, it's not going to take the big scratches out. You kind of want to step up from there. That way each sandpaper above it will take out the scratches from the sandpaper below it. This table's really not that bad. So I'm gonna start with 100 and then I'll work my way up from there. I will start with an electric sander, but I'm gonna go to hand sanding pretty quick on this project. And it's probably a good idea to do a combination of both anyway, with whatever project you have. I'm going to take my mineral spirits again, I'm going to douse a clean rag, and I'm going to wipe down the surface of the whole project. This is to get all the dust and other residue off, to give you a clean slate for either staining or finishing. Now on to one of my favorite parts of it, is the staining. You're going to pick the stain that you like the best. While working on this project, we realized this would actually be a great table for my mother-in-law. Taking a look at all my mother-in-law's furniture, it's a beautiful dark wood. I have a couple stains that might work. None of them are really spot on, so I'm actually going to mix a red mahogany and a dark walnut together to kind of create the color that I'm pretty sure her furniture is. After staining it, now it's time to put a protective coat of polyurethane on it. I'm gonna try a wipe-on poly on this project. I haven't used a wipe-on poly before, but, well, why not? Adding a couple layers of this protective poly onto this project, I am in love. I think this is going to be a great table to sit in my mother-in-law's living room. Hey, hopefully she likes it too. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed watching me bring this little piece back to life. If you really enjoyed it, click the like button, hit the subscribe button, because we've got more videos coming your way. Stay safe and sane out there, guys, and enjoy lots of coffee.
We're rolling.
Ooh, well. I'm sure this is like most Zoom calls these days. We got the business on the top and the comfy on the bottom. Fuzzy slippers, cozy pants. All right, ready?